So we got these set smokes coming onto A, and we do see that I think it's Alex is gonna be solo holding A, but we do see that DSN has the AWP on connector side, but asking is anyone to make one play. And this is the thing with them playing at stairs and playing on connectors, that once these smokes go over, they're gonna be cut off, and they're gonna have to be rushing through smokes in order to enter the site and prevent them from getting the bomb down. But DSN is just something's just triggered him, and he's just ended up running up through smokes and AWPing guys through in their faces. Genesis here is just gonna pick off Matt City and just instantly flick
4
headshots
and
to
9
DSN.
HP. Both barely surviving it. (9-6) to iNation. What are you thinking, Dinky?
iNation should not 96 should win this, knowing Mirage is actually CT sided. A lot of teams know that, but who knows? Like, these teams and the CT side on the T side is just amazing. I don't know what they do, but it's just pretty good. And it looks like we got iNation is gonna be going for this a fake. Like, they're gonna pretty much commit members into A site, and then the bomb's gonna be going towards B. See, as you can see that they've caused that Genesis to rotate, and bomb site B is gonna be fully open. Like, it doesn't even matter. But Matt City comes around the corner and kills one person.
That was a good fake.
And that's 2v3 and got DSN and Gamer. These guys are holding individual positions, which means that there's no crossfires going on. So if one person gets picked, it's gonna be like a 1v3, like it doesn't even matter. So it's absolutely like no trades, nothing going on. There we go. This should be an easy round for 96 now. Unless Gamer's got something to say about it.
Spikes doesn't have a kit either.
Yeah,
he needs to kill him quick. He doesn't have enough time, yeah. Oh, well played.
I don't know what happened there, but as I was saying, like, even though iNation won that round, it was due to individual play. They had the perfect fake going into A, they had plenty of time to set up for B, but they ended up just playing individual B, one guy going into checkers, one guy going into carpets. Like, there was no crossfire, no trades were gonna happen, and it all came up to Gamer to make a 1v3 play, and it worked out for him, lucky enough. But it'll be a different story if they had the crossfires and in order to make those trades that they needed. So we do see that 96 boys have brought up pistols like CZ and P250. So, but Magic is just gonna like keep peeking and keep peeking and keep peeking and kill Alex. Like, he's just not giving up. Like, it doesn't even matter. And he didn't even take 1 damage from all of that. I don't know what Alex is doing. Super fighter, no armor, fighting off Pappy and Carpets at B. Matt City makes the pick into A and to Sniden, so Matt City does have an AK and 2 Galus, and they got a P90. And they are pretty low, but Matt City, I think Matt City is on fire now. Like, he's just making some massive picks into sights and just tapping heads. DSN with the Glock shooting heads as well. Magic with his P250, can he make some magic happen? Let's see what he can do here. But he gets picked up by DSN instantly, and Matt City. That's a 2k for Matt City and 2k for DSN. So Matt City is coming alive late in the game when it really matters, in the BO3, in the final map. So there's another eco around here, so it should be another easy round for iNation, but you know, ecos these days are weird. But they are going for a full-on rush A. Like, Sniden is gonna pick up 1 and 1 only, and Gamer is just gonna run around with his P90 and give up his life pretty easily, but quickly traded off by Matt City, and that's 2 kills for Matt City once again. And I think he's picking up his game and he's finding his form, and it's about time. I think his team kind of needs him and really needs him. You can see Pappy's at the top of the scoreboard. 96 boys, their kills are pretty even, and this is going to be their first gun round, and we do see Bust with that AWP, no head armor. As you can see, as AKs are like pretty much one tap, one beats, and with head armor on. Nobody is towards B for the T side, and nobody is towards mid. The 96 boys have really put pressure on mid, and they've pretty much pushed up mid, but they haven't fully pushed up mid to find out if anyone's up there or not. If they were to do it early in the round, they were able to rotate towards A. So now you can see the flashes and smokes coming through, and you got Spikes. Spike's just gonna solo hold A by himself, and he's able to get one frag, and he's still alive, That's only one frag so far. Bust missing a shot through the smoke with that AWP. He should have made that shot, and now it's after pass situation, and the bomb is perfectly planted for iNation to win this round. But back to these crossfires. Now it's pretty decent. They got a pretty decent crossfire setup now compared to what they had in the pistol round. But Alex is once again last alive.
Oh,
and he does it like
that was sloppy.
that was
that was.
I don't even know what's going on. Like he just went up Tetris, peeked, and they lined up. They both lined up perfectly. So. They weren't able to make the chair on him. He made both the kills, and that's 13-6. So iNation is on 96 is on the eco round. So 96 got 6 rounds on T side, which is really good. But they're not really. The CT side is not really looking that good, and they're fully set up on A, and they're pretty much eco stacked A. And I think iNation have read this really well. They've controlled mid. They're gonna possibly push into window room or push through short, one of them. And there's nobody on B. So if Pepe is able to push up slowly and work towards B, they're gonna find out that it's just a full stack on A. But 96 it's actually working out for 96 really well. They've killed 2 members so far. And Gamer picks up 2, so it's like a 2v2 situation, but they still got Matt CD, they still got DSN and Pappy alive. These 3 have been playing pretty good CS so far, especially Pappy. So you know there's one window and one towards jungle. So, but Spikes, it's like a re-peeking game. Spike just keeps re-peeking until he wins the duel. And when he finally wins the duel, he's just like, it's okay. But he's pushed up now, and it looks like DSN's gonna get caught off guard. And as
in that flash again.
Eco round win for them.
iNation should have enough to buy.
iNation will have enough to buy with one person with a Gullo, but this is their buy round. Like, even if they won 4 rounds in a row, their rounds are still really close, as you knew that Alex won a 1v2 and Gamer won a 1v3, so the rounds are really close, and so iNation doesn't have much money, but they got the rounds. At Bust, that's just a ballsy move. Doesn't even matter, he just like jumped up onto a window and sees Matt CD looking up at top of mid and picks him off. So now Magic is gonna be playing. They've got mid control. They got full mid control, and so iNation is now stuck. They're gonna have to decide to go to if they're gonna go to a site or what they're gonna do. But Snyder makes 2 trades, and Bust misses the AWP shot at mid. So now we've got Gamer left in a 1v4. This is highly unlikely. Like, most likely you won't be saving. Most likely you'll try to go as many frags as you can. But you know, this shouldn't really happen. If it does happen, it's just bad play by 96. But he should get killed easily here, and
That nade.
the nade just do it. And now it's 13-8, and it should be 13-9. we should see iNation on Eco here. Hopefully they buy smokes or a flash or something to get into a bomb site, but they got 2 flashes here. I think they're gonna go for full out B. I think. They got 4 flashes. And they yeah, they're gonna go for full out. They're gonna go for a full out B and just keep flashing through. Oh, they're doing underpass actually. I'm correct. I'm wrong. They're getting up connector and Spikes is gonna just sit down and mow people down with magic from short, mowing people down as well. And they won't be able to get the bomb down at all. Okay, so 13-9, and here comes another gun run. I wonder what our nation is going to do here. We saw that 96, every single round, 96 has been pushing up mid, and they've been getting that mid control. They love that mid control. It controls most of the map. And so hopefully we can see our nation are going to give up mid once again. What they've been doing, and they're going for that strat that pretty much works for them, is that smoke off mid, or smoke off A site and just work from that. I think the comms are coming through that Bus should think that mid is clear because no one's been peeking in for a pretty long time. Our nation boys are going to be going for that split A pick, running through smoke, putting their smokes down. Sniden is going to get their first pick off. And it looks like it's going to be a good entry into sight. And they're going to have to get the bomb done as soon as they can. The thing is here is that iNation used all their smokes to get into sight. So now they've got no smokes to pretty much stop 96 from entering sight. So here comes 96 entering sight with Bus picking off people, and we got Mass City left alive at A ramp. They know where he is, and so he's most likely, he should most likely save, but yeah, he does save. There we go. He does get some money, I guess. Yeah, he does get some money, I think. And the R Nation boys back to there. This is totally different than to how 96 was playing. Well, I'll talk about it after, but it looks like they're just putting smokes through A, taking gunshots through A, and they're gonna be faking an A so they can go, the bomb can go towards B. Yep. Genesis is holding B, and he gets picked up by DSN. That's his teammate. He just pretty much destroyed Matt City through the smoke. I don't know what DSM was thinking, but he just destroyed Matt City through the smoke. And once again, they got nades out in their hand. Like, just have a gun and shoot people. Gamer's gonna be top and mid, so they're gonna have to get short covered. Sniden picking off.
He's gonna stick to this, and he's probably gonna get it.
He's gonna stick to it, and he's gonna get it. Okay.
He's gonna pick up the offer, he's at it.
And he's gonna kill them as well, so there's a gun. But they can buy again because they got the losers bonus, plus they're getting the bomb down as well. So hopefully we can, the thing, like, iNation put the bomb down pretty much every single round, but they're unable to hold the site. It's like, they don't have the crossfire set up, or they're just looking at different positions, or they're getting caught off guard with nades out in their hand or something. But Gamer here is gonna peek and die instantly by Bus. Bus is gonna get the first pick off, and that's the first entry frag, and the advantage to 96. And once again, mid's open, no mid control whatsoever. It's just they go towards a site and they stick towards that site. Yeah, man, it's come cast, bro. Anyway, so they're going through underpass, and Magic is going up aggressive short, and he's just gonna. Alex is, I don't know what Alex is looking at, but he's looking at the wrong way. And so things are kind of falling apart for. No, I spoke too soon. DSN through the smoke picks off Genesis, and I think he spotted. No, Bus is gonna make the kill on him. He should have heard that. Spike should have heard that. He should have called that too. And Pappy's just gonna try to get the bomb down. That's his only objective, is to get the bomb down, get money. Yep, there we go. So they should be getting once again 4K, so they're able to buy one. They're able to buy, but the momentum is pretty much shift towards 96, and I think things are falling apart for our nation. They know what to do. They're getting to sites. They're getting the bomb down, but they're unable to hold sites. Like there's no, like it's just not working out for them. Either they're just getting caught off guard, or they're not looking the right way, or it's just not, luck is not on their side at the moment, possibly. And like I said, there's 96 going for that mid play once again, and it looks like it's just gonna be a flash and smokes into B, a little bit of a fake, and then they're gonna be going underpass into A site, and they've still got DSN. And the bomb's down connector. Magic has the bomb, and he's gonna comet. It's gonna be another round for a 96, unless Alex has got something to say about it. He's got one headshot. Can he make it two? No. Snyder picks him off straight away. And Matt City is inside. Hopefully Matt City can get this guy in CT. But they do have one guy going through, which is DSN. He's coming through from B, but he's looking the wrong way. No idea what he's looking at, but he's looking the wrong way. And our nation are just
96
losing rounds
now balling
after
on
rounds.
cash.
Yep. And yeah, exactly. And now they pretty much can buy for the entire time of the game now. And it's just like our nation are just gonna keep force buying. They're gonna try and make something work. They're gonna go for a hard A now. It's like they've kind of given up.
Yeah, they're just trying everything else. Nothing seems to be working, so they're just desperate, you know.
It's just they knew they were getting into bomb site. It's just how they were holding the bomb site, and they weren't holding it really well. Hopefully Matt City's got something to say about this now. Flash does come through.
We've seen a 1v3 before.
Yeah, what can he do here though? The bomb is down, and they know where he is, and Magic's just gonna shot a peek him and kill him instantly.
This is the final map, so everyone's coming out of this whole game victorious.
I don't want to give it away, but the game is over. Cause when the Go TV starts to lag, the game starts to be over. So that means the game's coming to an end. But so we do see the I Nation boys doing the same play they'd like to do, is push out mid-con and get into A site. But this time it's different. They've got the bomb going towards B, but they've only got 3 players alive. While 96 is 5 players alive, and 96 have read the play and they know what's going on, and it's kind of pretty much GG here. Unless Matt C has something to say, and I don't think he does at all. There we go. Hopefully our nation can win this round, but assuming it looks like 96 is going to win this round. It's just like they just got the confidence and they're making the picks and the plays. But Peppy makes the first pick. Magic is just like strafing left and right, and then once again he's got the bomb down. GG. Match CD 1v3. Can he do it for the stream? No, we do. And that's 96 going into
Quarters?
to play climax, I think.
Well, that's gonna be a tough one for them. Now, I think.
So that game was, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Especially the first Inferno game was back and forth, went to overtime.
Yeah.
Second game we saw
Like a
a
lot of times in the
96,
Inferno, you just didn't know which way it was going. Like,
96, and then in the second map you saw 96 just dominate, like literally just dominate over iNation. And then the third map we saw iNation pick it up. They were 13-8 up, and then all of a sudden it was just, you know, it's just a straight comeback for 96, not even dropping around after iNation getting 13 rounds. So it was a good series, like, but plenty of like, you can tell that these teams aren't established that well, as in like, in the comms or the crossfires aren't even that great. Like iNation after bomb plants wasn't amazing, but you know,
yeah. I think we're doing a giveaway now, mate.
I don't know. Yuki's gotta come in here and sort that out. It's not me.
This one's for the Stat Track UPS Guardian, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Factor new Stat Track USB Guardian. Explanation mark raffle. As the day progresses and the match progresses, the more giveaways will be given out to the day. I think the grand final, there's an Orb Asimov giveaway. So if you don't win this one, the prizes get better and better as the day goes on. So keep watching, stay tuned.
We'll quickly jump to some ads during this time, and we'll announce the winner after that.
As a gamer, you know how frustrating it can be when you experience slow or inconsistent game reaction. You just can't compete. Fluctuations in game speed, or lag, most frequently occur due to your internet connection. When you play, your game data travels across the internet, which is a large, shared, public data highway that can subject your data to detours, bad routers, and congested traffic. These things frequently lead to slower, more irregular data speed and gameplay. However, there is a solution. WTFast is a gamer's private network. An internet network built exclusively for gamers and their game data. WTFast gives your game data a private internet connection that optimizes the data path, eliminates detours, bad routers, and congested traffic, providing ultra-fast data delivery. On average, WTFast reduces user game ping 30 to 60%, reduces user speed deviation 70 to 90%, reduces bad router hops 70 to 90%, and WTFast provides connection speed reporting, works with virtually all MMO games, and always ensures you have an optimal game connection and speed. To start using WTFast, simply download, install, and launch. Use WTFast to connect to your game whenever you want to play.
Thanks for casting though, man. Appreciate
Cheers,
it.
bro. Top Cookie's a noob, bro.
I will, Alright, so we are live here in the Trident Spring Competition, powered by Pantheon. Thank you very much. I'll have DB here shortly. This is Zert. I'm taking over from the boys who were just casting, Dinky and IG. I'd like to welcome you guys to the stream. We obviously have I can't remember which one it was, but we are doing a giveaway. I'm not sure if it was the M4 or the AK. One of them anyway, type raffle, and you will win yourself, or put yourself a chance to win one of these great items. We are now joined, with me is DB. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Thanks for the warm welcome. I
No
really feel
problem.
at home in this channel.
Yes, it's almost like it is our own, own TeamSpeak. So,
fucking idiots.
Who do we have up next?
I think we were going to watch the new, who were originally hype, the Avant versus someone.
Atletico.
Atletico, right.
Oh, we got Yuki in here. So yes, Avant versus Atletico. We unfortunately got knocked out.
Game, actually.
Earlier on in the round because DB just can't hold his own. Yes, no excuses. We played bad.
Details.
Let's get them. And we are giving away the USP Guardian, the factory new USP Guardian type raffle, and win yourself a USB.
We'll be one lucky person.
Who is casting? This is currently Zertz and DB. We're waiting just to get a game underway. And waiting for DB to give me the details, and
yeah, finally.
We are going to get you a little excited.
Alrighty.
We have the Kinect details, and I'll hand them over to Jakey, who is helping us stream today. Thank you very much, Jakey.
Big props to Jakey boy.
Helped us out a lot over the last 2 weeks, which is great. So we're going to jump into the game now. And hopefully get it underway. This should be a close game. You know, two pretty experienced sides. Hype almost taking out Division 2. You know, they've got a lot of experience under their belt. I think they
Plenty
did.
of chemistry. Have they changed their roster though?
Yes, they did just lose Prackham.
Oh, that's a big loss there.
He was their, I would have said their
In-house cheater?
largest fragger. No cheats, DB. We will not be.
Does that correlate with the recent sort of ban wave? Is that why he's been removed as a precaution, or?
No, he was actually very good at land, Prackham. So we'll give him that.
Playing.
And we do have a winner for the raffle, and the winner of the USP goes to Moe. Welcome, the big Mo dog. My in-game sound is way too loud. There we go. We've turned it down. So we've got Avant versus Atletico. Bit of a tongue tie. It looks like the map might be on Overpass. I'm not sure if we're live here. We might be. It looks like it is. It looks like they're taking it pretty damn serious.
Details.
So it's 0-5. We've jumped straight into the game. And AJK is in a 1v2 situation. Fake Dan takes him down on 4 HP. And he's going to jump onto the bomb. And that's one round of the counter terrace. Atletico finally get themselves onto the board.
Do you want to chuck us those details you got? That'd be...
So here we go. We're jumped straight into this stream. So sorry for a bit of the delay getting the start of the game too. So we're currently on Overpass. This is a brand new map to Australian Counter-Strike. No other competitions have included it as yet. Trident being the first. We're trying to get this map involved in the Australian community. As we see, here we go in the 7th round. Bot Boris is having a swig around. We're going on a GOTS here. He's got the AWP going on to long side. I will apologise if I call anything wrong because I'm quite new to this map. We see a 1, 2, 3 taken down. Has PD fake down. Has now broken bot. Break bot trying to get a pick on PDG here at stairs. Does get a nice headshot onto him. Has slowly working around trying to pick Fake Dan, working with him. Oh, Gotts sees him with the orb, misses the shot. Gotts gets taken down by Fake Dan CZ, and it is now a 1v4 situation. Breakbot taken down by Has. Good round from Athletico, just shutting them all down.
Very
maybe they've got a buy
there by Avant.
Yeah, maybe they've got a bit of a buy going here and got a bit of momentum now, so we might see a few rounds. This is probably a CT-sided map, you would say. Very heavily CT-sided. It's very hard and a long rotate from the counter terrace if you don't get it right. It's a quick rotate from the counter terrace and a long rotate for the terrace side. So it's a heavy CT-sided map. What we're going to see here.
Spots.
Yes. We're going to see a 3 going B-side. Bot Boris picks up one with a pistol. You're going to see an Eco coming out. And Avant pick up another one with the M4 headshot onto Fake Dan. Has coming in from behind. Has picks up one. Chris Wow. 1, 2. Chris Wow. Can he get the third? He gets the third. And this one falling off back in a short. He's running away. Tail between the legs. He's got an M4. And he's going to try and work this. It's a 2v1 situation. One on Catalyst here. He gets smoked out. What's he going to do? It's a bad smoke. Chris O low in B site. We got Weird Face here. Catalyst now working around. He knows that they're going to be protecting this bomb. There's 2 there. They've thrown a smoke. He's behind it. He's in front of it though. Chris Wow, he's going to show himself. Shows himself and takes down Catalyst on 16 HP. Good round from Athletico. 3-5 in Avant's way. Last 3 rounds going the way of Athletico.
This is a very important round for Avant here. If they lose this, their money.
Also, yes, definitely. Also, Athletico would really love just a clean sweep win, get their cash boosted up. So we're going to see Chris Wow working his way into B site. We're going to see predominantly 3 towards B, 2 towards A. And Catalyst gets taken down, headshot by Face. We're going to call him Face now. I'm not sure who that is. Gott's working himself up. There is one on the pass. PDG walks it down. 2 gets 2 massive headshots. AJK and Break Bot take it down. See you later. Boris working his way to B. Chris Wow misses the York shot. Can he finish him off? Boris works in, gets himself a frag. He's got himself B side. Fake dead. Hits the York shot. Boris taken down. 1v4. Gotts on 12 HP. Try and save this buddy. But he's got Gotts working around the corner and taken down. It's actually PDG on 12 HP that I'd flicked to, so I apologise for that. 4-5, Athletico hitting their straps now. It looks like it's going to be another pistol out of Avant. They've done well to get 5 rounds already, so any round from here on seems like a bonus. Athletico, though, hitting their straps and shutting them down quickly. What's your thoughts so far, DB?
I feel like there's a bit of a momentum shift going on, especially with the money situation now. If they can get a few kills on this pistol, however.
We're going to flick across and we're on Fake Dan here. Gotts puts it in. He misses his first on the Bot Boris. Can he capitalise Bot? No. Fake takes down 1, 2, then gets taken down by Dots. It's a 3. Taken down 1v4 and also another headshot. Chris Wow doing it with ease. He's playing really well, playing out of his skin. Another easy, quick round from Athletico, and that's the cash bonus. You're looking now 3k, 4k, 9k, 6k, 6k. And Fake Dan working in. We'll see how this round goes. It looks like a predominantly B-sided hit. Bomb is over towards B-side. We're going to see Break Bot working up here. And Bot Boris across to PDG. We are on auto direct, obviously, so PDG and AJK, they look like they're going to clash heads here. PDG, AJK gets a nice headshot onto PDG. It's a 4 versus 5 now in Avant's favour. Trying to spam there through face. Breakbot working around, trying to get himself into a good position here. And Fake Dan has a position with Breakbot. Nice headshot. Gotts with a nade. It's a 5v2. Has and the face. What can they do? We're going to see Terrace work their way into B. Who's trying to contest here? He's got the auto snipe. Does take down Catalyst. He sees another one inside. Doesn't quite get the shot off. Spamming now. 4 versus 2. Has taking down a few. This Gotts is on hardly any HP here, so he virtually doesn't count for anything if he gets taken down. Has taken down by AJK. 1 versus 4. He's trying to work in the side here. The face. What can he do? Breakbot takes him down and the face. See you later. It's a nice round, and that's another bonus round for Avant, taking them there. Got themselves a bit of cash, but look at the Athletico cash now. They got plenty of it, plenty to spin around. Does take a bit of cash, but they won't be forced to an eco anytime soon. We are being joined by Inertia on the cast with us today. We got DB and Inertia for the special comments. You got Zertz, myself with the cast play-by-play as we go into it. Bob Boris got a verse. A couple here. Bob Boris does take down, and Chris O'Ware gets a reply. Catalyst with the reply as well. AJ Kane Gott's working her in, trying to sandwich Fake Dan here. Does get spotted. Fake Dan gets one taken down by Catalyst, and it's a 3 versus 2 situation here. Break Bot is sitting in a, we'll call this pond, I'm not sure what that is, maybe short entrance. Has takes down AJK, Has working in, it's a 2v2 now, what can Has produce? Rod him, Has working in the side, Breakbot takes down one, Catalyst takes down Has, he knows he's low, drops a nade, good nade, takes him down, Breakbot, great nade, 7-5, and we're probably going to see a force buy from Athletico here. I'm not sure, do you have details, Inertia?
Yeah, I'm in the game now, and I've just been more overwhelmed by the fact I have to watch Overpass. I've not played the map myself in a proper comp scenario, so I couldn't make a comment about what just happened, but what I can tell you is there seems to be a fair balance between the teams at the moment, because you know, we have got a bottom Div 1 team and a top Div 2 team against each other. So there is a bit of a balance in this match, and it's 7-5. They're on an eco, I think, with who is it with the York? Who was their lineup? I don't even know their lineup anymore. Is that DevK or?
Might be, yes, that would be DevK.
Okay, cool.
So what we're going to see here is we're going to see DevK take one down with the Yorp. It is a 4 versus 3. We're going to look like an 8th hit here. Gott's working up. The CTs are onto it. They're all rotating towards the A. They're holding him back with smokes and flashes. Here we go. Gott's, he's got the Yorp. He's posting up towards where Haz is watching. Dev inside does take down one with a nice shot on the Breakbot. Does get taken down by Catalyst. Catalyst spots ahead of Haynes and takes him down with Forrest Bot. What a round from the terrorist side.
Catalyst having a big game too, you know, topping through his team. And who is Bot Boris? Is that Sequence or? Who the hell?
That should be
HNK.
HNK.
Yeah, Honk. Oh, interesting. All right.
Well, Honk playing his part, obviously, for the terrorist side, as it is. Athletico versus Avant. It's 8 versus 5. This is a Trident spring competition. We're into the final week. This is the finals. This is where you're going to see the best of the best play in this competition. So here we go. We're going to see Breakbot take on PDG. Bit of an aim battle. Breakbot hits the headshot. Fake Dan trying to work himself into short here. He has got a deagle. Gott's caught out with his flash and taken down. There's another one here. Pop Boris. Hulk takes down Fake Dan. Looks away. Has taken down by Catalyst, playing out of his skin. Dev K picks up a cheeky frag. Didn't know he's there. Chris O, wow. Great line. Takes down AJK. Trying to work in. Turn this into a 2v2. CTs have turned this around. Here we go. Bot Boris working in through the long push. And Bot Boris trying to push in. His teammate Breakbot's low. Chris O, wow, takes him down low. There's going to be a rotate. They're both on B site now. Chris O, wow, and Dev K. What can they do? Breakbot taken down by Chris O, wow. And Boris Bot takes down one HNK. Can he do it? He's on 12 HP. He knows where he is. He spots him, doesn't hit the headshot. He's going to be able to get the bomb and maybe get it down. Works into the smoke. And HNK. Great work. Honky.
I was a little unsure what he was doing there. Had to wait for the bomb to be planted.
He tried to catch him out, I think, walking through that smoke, getting into good position, but that is 9 rounds to the terror side. Avant really putting a front foot forward. Last round of the first half. Here we go, Athletico and Avant working against each other. This is a best of 3. First map, I think.
I think it is the first map, actually.
So what we are going to see here is we're going to see PTG working around with his FAMAS, trying to do some damage. He's going to hide behind those barrels. Gotts and the rest of his team are going to be working under. He doesn't know that there's quite a ninja right next to him. He pushes. DevK taken down by Gotts. Bit aggressive there, DevK, trying to catch them out. Pardon me, drops a smoke and gets himself out of there. It looks like they're going to be working towards A. It's 2B, 2A for the counter at terror side. They've only got a UMP and a FAMAS with a couple pistols with a little silence on there, so they don't know where they're shooting them from. But Boris working up long A. Throws a nade and a flash, but Gotts takes down Chris O'Ware on site. Cops a big Bruce Troubles. Throws a Molotov on the site and tries to work himself back. The terrace side looked like they could be trying to sell a fake here. They have done it well. There's 3 of them on A. AJK going to try and work in by himself. Takes down Haz. Great headshot. He's done his roll here. They're going to stay A, and they're going to try and work on a B quickly. Takes down PDG 2. AJK 11 HP. Can he get the 3rd for himself? And he sold the fake. He's won his team this round.
Very big rounds.
We've got Fake Dan working in here with his AWP. And AJK taken down. Last round, Fake. Can you do it? They're all over you. Like a rush, which a big headshot. Can he hit this? No, Hong on the side. That would have been massive. Good effort from Fake. And it's 10-5.
My question is this a CT map or a T-side map? I have no idea. I've not played this map.
I would say normally a terrace-sided map, but
It seems quite balanced, so there's a lot of trading.
But Event, as they've shown, have just walked around and got the trades and got the entry frags that they needed. So let's see what Athletica can do on the Terra side. This is the first round of the quarterfinals. We're going head-to-head. Event, Atletico. It's good. It's a top div 2 team versus a bottom div 1 div 1 team of last season. So on the pistol here, we've got a CZ on the counter terrace. PDG working around with his P250. AJK posting up behind the barrels. What can he do? He's been playing out of his skin the last few rounds, and Bot Boris lands a big one. Honk. We'll call him Bot Boris for now. We're going to see the terrace.
People would use their proper names, eh?
Might get them to change it too. But on the second map, we're going to see a push on A here. And it's a 4 versus 2 in the side. Gotts takes down 1. He's going to go for a knife. Oh, he gets 1! He won,
That's money right there.
Has trying to pick up 1. It's a 2 versus 3. Here, counter terrace probably in favour. Fake Dan, low with his 20 HP. What can Haz do? He's close here. He's probably going to make a play before he gets taken out from behind. He does tag down Haz from behind. No awareness there. And AJK jumping on the bomb. And that is another round to the counter terrace pistol. This is probably going to send it to 13-5, you think, and a big advantage of the event.
I'd just like to make a comment on that knife Gottsaloff got on PDG. That's just embarrassing. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but PDG really dropped off in the last year in his gameplay. I mean, I know it's overpass and I probably would get the same score on such a, random map, but, come on, the leader of the team, he gets knifed on the pistol round, he can't even go top 4 at a Nats anymore. What's the deal?
Here we go. A bit of bants coming out from Inertia. I think that was more banter than the knife. Aimed at PDG, so caught that whack. And Boris goes whack as well, and Haz comes behind with Gotts, gets a headshot. And it is now 3 versus 5. And Catalyst have all got shotguns, it seems, taking them down. Catalyst running backwards, 2 versus 5. And this is going to be another round to event. I just realised I have stuff in the oven, so
oh mate,
I could burn it down my house.
What are you cooking? Sweet potato?
I am cooking a couple chicken nuggets, a couple chips, and I am also cooking a hash brown. So if you don't like it, fuck off. And here we go.
Oh, come on,
Atletico
that's
versus
not
event.
user friendly. We've got 14-year-olds watching the stream, mate.
Oops, sorry, mate. Yes, I apologise to all the 14-year-olds out there. This is an MA 15 plus stream. No, it's not. It is welcome to everyone, the young, the old, the male, the female, and the dead set ugly. So come along.
The game is MA 15 plus anyway.
Alright, so we got a Fake Dan hitting a first headshot with DevK getting another trade frag. Chris O'Wow works in, and PDG, they've turned this round on its head with 4 straight frags, and it looks like it could be a clean sweep. Gotts, what's he going to do? Is he going to go for a couple of frags, but Dev and Chriso, only ones that are low here, and Gotts just might be going for a few exits in T. No, he's going to save in T-spawn with that AWP. Good play from the terrace side as Atletico just busted in, got the round to themselves. Oh, he's giving himself away here. Gotts trying to run away. He misses a couple shots, and Chriso shoves that up him and gets the round clean sweep for Atletico. That's what they needed, get a bit of cash under their belt. They get full nades now with a little bit of cash. There, the CTs, let's see what they're going to do. They might just go for an eco here, which it looks like they've done. They've got 3 CZs, a P250, and a 5.7. We're on Catalyst. Yes, Inertia.
I think what we've got to look at is now the money system. So, Avant have made a wise decision, choosing to do a CZ buy an eco. And basically, if they get the next buy round, Avant can steamroll through the next 2 rounds, providing they managed to maintain their weapons, and it should be easily 14-6 to Avant, so 14-7 to Avant, sorry. So hopefully it really works well on the money system for Avant.
Chris O'Well lands a big nade with an AWP shot there in the dark. I'm going to call that dark stairs. Apologies for if I'm calling anything wrong. This is a brand new map, but we did want to put this new map in just to give it a swig in the Australian competitive scene. And we're going to see Breakbot landing a headshot nice on a PDG. It's a 4v4 now. Gots throwing a flashbang in. They're playing with their pistols, and they're playing well. They've got a few crossfires. Looks like the bomb is heading back towards A. They're very spread out, though. They've only got two working in A by themselves. They know he's behind this box. They're trying to get the pick. Does take him down. The rest of the CT side were in B, so it was a good rotate to A. Fake Dan, gonna take out Honk here from behind him. Misses the shot and gets taken down from behind. Breakbot, they've turned this around. It's a 1v3. Versus Breakbot, Catalyst, and Boris. What can he do? Breakbot, massive headshot.
And I'm telling you, this is great for the money system. I mean, I was thinking, we'll tip them off and say Atletico will might have won that round, but instead, now Avant have so much money. Not only do they have the guns from Atletico, but they've got enough money to buy a round after that, and if they lose the next round, they still got money to buy. So this is going to be a clean sweep for Avant in terms of money, whether they lose or win. But at the same time, Atletico still have some money in the bank, and they really need to do some resistance here.
We've got a couple AWPs now on the counter-terrorist side. Maybe they're getting a bit cocky. Maybe they're confident with it. Maybe they have this set up. But we're looking like it's going to be majority of the terrorist side working towards B. Faked in with the Galil. Throwing it to PDG for the AWP. So let's see what they do. Chris O'Well looks like going through short. The rest going through long. Boris does take down one. He's going to drop a nade on Hazard's head. They're flashed. AJK, what can he do? Sprays. Misses. PDG pulls out the Galil. He's just hiding in the corner. He knows where AJK is. Gets flushed again. They're working in. AJK picks himself up a double pop. Boris with the AWP here, and he hits a nice shot on the PDG, trying to work in, and Chriso taken down. We're going to look at the scoreboard, and it's Boris, HNK, whether he's a slut, whether he's trialing, let's see. He's 21 for 8. Catalyst, 15 frags, Breakbot. I'm not sure who that is. Might be Zequins. He's on 14 frags.
No. You're a bit confused, okay? So Boris is Honk, who's slutting, okay? And, what's it called? Breakbot is Mizu. So yeah,
Mizu.
Sequence had to sit out. He probably had to go do something because he was playing earlier today.
Okay, AJK and Gots, 15 and 13 frags as we're seeing. Catalyst take down 1 and 2. That's bombed down as well. The rest of them are running towards long. They're having to rotate back. Has taken down by Gots, and this looks like it's going to be 15th round going to Avant. 2 versus 5. Let's see what they can do. Gots posting up an AWP. It looks like it is going to be the round. Bomb is on DevK. There's got a couple scouts here. Couple jumping headshots maybe. Let's see what they can do. Oh, Catalyst on 25 HP. Does take a peek. Runs backwards. Throws himself a flashbang and takes a hiding hole. So it's a bit quiet. Bit of a standoff here, but they are now working in with their scouts. We're going to see Catalyst with the AK. Hugging the right-hand wall with Gots. That's a nice nade. Could drop straight on him. Does. Fake Dan takes a little bit of the damage. Doesn't cop it fully. There's 2 scouts. Does take down the Catalyst with that shot. They're not going to expect 2 in that spot, though. And he's got the line on him here. What can he do? Gots does take down 1. It's a 1 versus 4. And he gets taken down 15-6. It's going to be a forced buy from the terrorist with 3 on 4K, 2 on 2K. And the counter-terrorist can go and buy a Ferrari if they like. They have enough cash.
Atletico are just a bit static at the moment. They seem to just be going to one site. There's not enough fakes. Similar to what Avant were doing, they should be trying to at least keeping at least 1 or 2 at one site. Trying to get the
I think I might be burning down my house. So I might go check. I'm going to leave this round to Inertia.
Leave it to me. What we're looking at now is we're looking at a really fast type of control from Atletico, playing into the A site quite early on in the round. I've just got to put the auto direct on. We do have Breakbot already taken down, and they are working straight into A. Catalyst has kind of pushed behind him, and he's taken out Haz, who was lurking on dark stairs. But now we're looking at Catalyst slowly pushing towards the A site. He would have called that, Haz would have called that Catalyst is coming from behind. He is by himself, but he does manage to solo take Fake Dan out really well played from Catalyst, just unfortunate for Fake Dan. And we have Gotsy walking up with the AWP, trying to get a nice line onto someone in sight, gets taken down by DevK. Chris Owell playing it quite slow, takes down Catalyst. About time he gets taken down. Honk left last alive on the 70 ping. Takes out DevK and then gets traded off by Pete.
I'm back and I have a new oven and I wasn't even cooking. So...
What? You weren't cooking?
That, I don't even know what the fuck this oven is. Next level shit. And it done my head in.
So
I've got it working now.
you're telling me you had all this food in the oven and it wasn't cooking the whole time?
Yes. It is.
Oh, dear.
It is now thawed out because it was frozen, so it won't take as long, boys.
You've lost it, mate.
15-7 to Avant taking on Athletico here. First map, Overpass. This is a brand new map for Counter-Strike in Australia. Let's see what we're going to have this round. Has working around with an AWP. He's slowly working with his teammate, Gots, now at long, smoking it off. He also has an AWP posted up. Avant really want to close out this now and don't want to give the terrorists any momentum leading into this because you don't want to be choking. You don't want to have this done. AJK doing a little bit of a circle work there. Boris playing on B with him. Looks like we've got a bit of a standoff here. The terrorists are maybe trying to fake off B and hit A. Bomb looks like it's heading majority towards A side. The rest of his team are at B. It is going to be a fake here. Boris chucking out a flashbang. And we've got Gots just with the AWP. He's going to fall back and play more safe. He's going to play with insight. This is a very overpowering spot. Oh, they've got a bit of a boost here. Chriso does spot one. Spots his head. Can he hit it? He does.
Nice,
the great bot somehow is looking at him. That's fantastic. They obviously know that boost and we're onto it. Catalyst now working around. And he knows one or two along. Does take down one. PDG, what are you doing, son? Jumping around. Gots working out with his AWP. What's he going to do? Bakedown working out with a flashbang. Peeks out, gets done. And Gots knows exactly where he is now and takes it out. That is first map to Vant. Overpass, done and dusted. Dusted your hands and your mouse's Athletico because you're going to a second map and you really need to win now. Thoughts on the first map?
Quite one-sided after that first half.
Well, I think it's more so who has had the taste of the map more often. Like, so I could imagine that guys like AJK and Sequence and all that have played Overpass a whole lot more in matchmaking. I don't think many of the Atletico guys actually matchmake. I know Pete does matchmake a fair bit with Haz, but as for Fake Dan and Chris Owell, I don't see them matchmaking too often. And this game really is only primarily played as a matchmaking map. I haven't seen it all too much in Unity, although when I did play Unity for the first time in about 2 months last night, the first map was Overpass. So I think in the end it will come down to who's been playing the map more often and who's followed the pro scene, because this map has been floating around the pro scene for about the last couple of months now. So yeah, really well played by Avant. And obviously I'm more concerned about the Avant lineup. So I think they lost their best player. They don't have Kraken anymore. And Sequence obviously sitting out this game, but they picked up Mizu in the replacement of Kraken. What do you guys reckon about that?
Mizu, he's unproven in my opinion.
So do you think Kraken's more proven than Wildflower?
I think he is. I seen him at LAN and he was actually not too bad.
I think he's one of those guys that's sort of breaking through though. He's putting the hours in.
Yeah, Mizu or are you talking Mizu or
Mizu?
Putting the hours in. You know, he probably does deserve a shot. He's done it. Yeah, he was the fragger for Sif. So Hype losing Prackham obviously lost a big fragger. Everyone knows Prackham was probably the biggest fragger in their side. So they're trying to replace a fragger with a fragger, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's the mistake that a lot of teams do make, is they don't replace a certain type of player. So if they lose a fragger, they bring in an AWPer or a support player. It's really important that you have the correct balance in a team.
Which Hype obviously have, doing well in, Division 2, making it to the grand final and getting done by Inertia's side. Which, was credit to, them being able to push through the season. They were consistent all season 2, and they have been for a long time now. So Hype obviously know that what's right for them, and Mizu was obviously right for them. I'm not sure what happened with Prackham, whether he left due to opportunity.
Well, I do know what happened. Basically, Wizard offered Prackham a spot in Streamline. Whether Prackham's going to take it or not is another question.
Why would he swap from?
Well, this is the thing. I was asking the same thing. So if the current situation about Streamlines are pretty ominous, really. They've lost myself, then Shakewell, then Requiem. So,
Well, the lineup has been rotating for quite a while now. I remember halfway through the season, you guys are making changes with K-Star and.
oh no, K-Star came in after the season
No,
to
he did.
replace me.
Yeah, but like Shakewell halfway through the season and then
Shakewell and
Romper
Vance
in and
came at
out.
the end. Yeah, Romper went away on holiday. So really, Streamline's been a very up and down team. I think the biggest problem in the end was, I guess, the domino effect after I quit. So there was a bit of a dispute between Blackout and myself because, you know, I wasn't really caring about playing anymore. I didn't think the team was going to last after the season, based on the fact that the lineup had been changing so much. So they got, you know, K-Star, then K-Star wasn't, you know, doing his role the way he should be because, you know, you're replacing a caller for Silent Torpor, and then Razmik, who played the Zubu finals, didn't really stick around. They were basically vouching on Razmik to stick around in place of me, but we all know Razmik's too good and has to play with Apoc and Boomstar. What's it called? Requiem, and because Requiem was more like only in the game because Shakewell was still playing, Shakewell just didn't enjoy playing anymore because I didn't play, and then Requiem quit because Shakewell quit, so it was very much a domino effect. And now Streamline are really trying to get the same caliber of players they once had, and it's going to be impossible. Like, you're looking at a really small pool, and I think Wiz and Frackham get along, so Wiz up Frackham, but in the end, you know, it's the real question is they're starting from scratch. Are they going to be as good as they were at the end of the season, or as they were at Azubu? And to me, that's very difficult to make a judgment on because we all know now that Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a game that's played as a team with longevity and grow as a team.
What we're going to do now is we're going to do a raffle, and it's the Desert Eagle Crimson Web. We're going to do it at the start of this game, and we will be, at the end of this map, we will release the winner. So type !! raffle to your chance to win the factory new Desert Eagle Crimson Web.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
So you can also win it. Inertia DB, you cannot, nor can myself. So type ! raffle for a chance to win the Desert Eagle Crimson Web factory new.
I was going to say, I don't really want to win it because I've sold all my skins. So yeah, I feel pretty happy having those skins at all.
Made a fair bit of profit, I've heard too.
It wasn't really a profit. Like, in the end, I broke even. But I think the more important thing is I had the experience of using the skins the whole season, and I used some pretty nice ones. You know, the Dragon Lore and Emperor A4 House. So I'm
do you think it raises your ability?
No, it doesn't. Actually, you know what? Since I've stopped using skins, I don't even realize, like, I'm not even conscious that, like...
All right, so we're going into the knife round here. This is a Trident Spring competition. This is week 2, and this is the final week. This is a finals. You've got Avant Atletico battling each other. There's money on the line, so both of these teams do want to win. Here we go. We're going to go straight into this knife. Mizu and Haz. Let's see what is done. Oh, Haz jumps over and gets a nice knife in the back with 100 HP. God's not happy about that one. We just got a Mexican standoff here.
I hate the Mexican standoff.
Oh, and here we go. It is a war, and Atletico take it out. You'll see them go counter-terrorist, obviously. We're on Inferno for you who are new to the game. Inferno is a very CT-sided map. Terrorists sort of want to win that pistol and get themselves on a roll, get themselves the first 3 rounds, then the 4th round, the 5th round, and then anything after that is sort of a bonus.
A pistol is very, very important, especially for confidence on terrorist side.
Yeah, it's sort of a magic round that is the 5 mark. So that's what you want to get to.
This is Atletico's best map, and if anyone knows anything about the way Atletico play this map, from my previous experience in playing them, Atletico play a very aggressive counter-terrorist side, and they like to use fake down, pushing up into Banana and into Jungle and Diggity as well, playing really aggressive with an early game, then making him fall back.
So here we go.
Keep an eye on fake down for this game.
So here we go. We're going straight into this. Is the second map. First round overpass went to Avant.
I will also mention PDG will be baiting a lot at B site. You'll see the bomb at A and he'll rotate a whole minute later.
And here we go,
Keep an
Mizu
eye out
lands
for
a
that.
massive bing on a PD as a speak. Has trying to pick him off, gets taken down to 80. They've worked back at B, and PD already on 8 HP. We've got a bit of bounce coming out here. Inertia and PDG. This is good. Obviously, PD doesn't get to fire shots back, but Inertia is definitely giving a few out. We got Gots here working carpet on 78 HP. He's trying to clear someone out there, but there is no one there. Oh, he's playing. This is actually the prack and roll. This is a strat that they always use. They're going to send one carpet to throw a bit of fake, which has worked. There's 4 and 8. Gots trying to work his pick here. He knows one's up there. Tags him. Gets taken down now, though. Now they're going to bust. You're going to see the terrace run hard. But look at the counter terrace. It is a train to rotate. Here we go. They're caught in back aside. He's at new box. He's waiting for his team to rotate. PD on 9 HP. What can he do? Gets taken.
Damage.
He does. Has takes down 1. Does he get 2? No. Mizu takes him down. PDG still rolling around on 8 HP. How is he not taken down yet? It is now a 3 versus 4.
Nice shot
2
by
versus 3. And we're going to see Avant trying to get this bomb down. They've got him surrounded, though. You have Chriso, wow, at Nana trying to work in, does land a headshot through the box, and Fake Dan gets a shot on a Mizu. PDG does not die.
Let me make a comment about that. PDG actually played that perfect. I mean, look, I haven't got anything against PDG at all, like as a person, but I do know his game has dropped off a lot in the last year. He's really gone from a top-tier Div 1 player to almost a, mid Div 2 player. But
is he the in-game leader?
Well, yeah, he is, and I think that is difficult. But Pete just single-handedly won him that round. The most important round of the game, CT pistol, because now it's easy to snowball. So props to Pete, staying alive on 8 HP and doing all that damage, plus that nice 1B headshot with the PP1000.
So here we go. We've got Avant now on Pistol's second round. See what they can do. You've got a Gots with a CZ. Has obviously posting up here with a P90, sitting himself behind Car, just to being a little ninja. Bit of gunfire going around at A. There's been no real rotates. They're sort of just sitting pretty at the moment. Gots just trying to work himself a pick at Carp. Chriso spots him, gets a little tag off, and Gots just jumping around. Oh, that nade, perfect. On to AJK. AJK taken down. Gots taken down now by DevK. DevK with this purple and green delusion. Delicious delusion. Here we go. He's working through. Oh, has takedown 1, 2 at Nana, and that's simple. And HNK working around at A through Boiler by himself. What can he do? It looks like DevK knows exactly what's going to happen, and goodbye, H and DevK. You have just been taken right out of here. Obviously failing a fair few shots with that UMP. Maybe a bad buy. HNK, what can he do? There's one walking up behind him at mid. Is he going to be onto it? Doesn't spot him. Oh, it does! Lands a big flick headshot. Can he run? Can he? It is a battle of the sprint.
Nah,
who's going to get there
make
first?
Fake
will get there first, but is he going to get too aggressive? He's on 29 HP, 78, and he lands a shot. Just shoots him straight in the chest. It says, thank you very much for that round.
No, that was actually not a very good round for Atletico. 3 guns lost.
Yes.
And Inferno is all about maintaining as much money as you can early round, because once you come into mid-game, you really need that money to continue on snowballing. So it's about money, and it's about snowballing on CT. Remember, the terrorists need to smoke some flashes in order to actually win a lot of T-side rounds.
We're seeing virtually a full eco here, bar 1 P250 on the Mizu, and they're going to work in around to A. Maybe it's going to be a bit of a carp mid-push. Maybe onto Diggity. We're going to see here. We're on PDG. This is useless. Here we go. Gots now in Boiler. Scouting out. See what he can see. Nothing. He can see nothing. I see nothing. Chriso, wow. Does spot Gots at Diggity. DevK posted up, watching the carpet push. Also another one on A site. They're stacked 4 at A and 1 at B. They've gone to the wrong side here, the terrorists. They're going to walk into a 4 rifles. AJK trying to jump himself around. Boris here in mid. HNK picks himself up a headshot. Terrorists jump out. 1, 2, 3. 3 down. There's now 2 at Diggity. 1 more to go. Catalyst, what can he do? And he's going to get taken down by DevK's pistol. Nice round for DevK.
Great
Picks himself up
maintenance
at
of the
3K.
weapons there. Great maintenance of the weapons there by all the players, except, they did lose 1 gun, but they managed to keep 4. So that's a really good thing for Atletico.
Just like to point out, guys, if you have not followed the stream, you do have to follow to be eligible to win the raffle. Making that clear, follow to be eligible to win the raffle. Type !! raffle if you want to win this Desert Eagle Crimson Web Factory New. The Factory New. We're going to see a bit of a gun battle here in mid. It looks like they're busting through. First nade Fake Dan picks up one. Can he get his second? Does get two. That's a nice pickup from Fake Dan. Gets a two. It's a 2v4. Oh, he does. He pushed out into a group of two of them, though, and gets blind. Doesn't die, luckily. And Haz is going to be here soloing at B with his teammate in CT. PD does get taken low. He's opted to keep the shotgun. Could be costly in a 1v3 now. Gots, what can he do? Chriso, wow. He's going to push around, try and capture him in a library, working out his Gots, going towards Archers. They're going to play it slow. They're just going to try and, you know, lock him in here, which they have done. Haz isn't going to let him out. They've got Library and Archway on lockdown. Gots, what is he going to do? How's he going to play it? He's going to probably presume there are two at A still. Knows the ones at B. He's going to have to hit a big shot here to turn the map and to turn around. And Haz does see him. He can hardly see Haz. Where are you getting shot from, buddy? Throws a smoke. And he's just playing hide and seek now. And he gets spotted by Haz. Haz has got the line on him. He knows he's low. He's hit a few shots. Does land a little nade onto Haz. And has he timed out? I think he has. I think he's timed out.
No, he's back.
No, he's back. Here we go. Gots now pushes out Haz. Takes him
Not
down
sure
with
I
a nice
agree
headshot.
with that first round buy up, hard up mid, without having any idea how they're really sort of setting up.
And we've seen a pause come, I presume, from
I do remember Avant were particularly good at T-side Inferno back when I played them in Div 2 last season. They really had a good way of getting Thrackum into a nice lurking position while they took Banana, and they also knew how to smoke off almost everything and run through yellow and get this insane plant down where you wouldn't be able to stop them.
We're going to throw you to DB this round. He's going to shoutcast while I go get food. Oh, fucking hell.
Alright, PDG here, throwing a flashbang in mid. What's going to happen up here? We've got two terrorists in mid, starting to head up towards Banana. They are on eco.
What's important now is that the CTs don't get caught out individually by those pistols. Remember, those pistols are very powerful, and
Again, it comes down to the money.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, it's all about making sure the CTs can move for time rather than individually get picked off by running CZs and P250s. And we do see Avant moving up into jungle. Bakedown's already taken down.
This is good discipline here from Atletico. You'll find that the more experienced teams tend to sort of sit back on the eco rounds, and that's how they sort of separate themselves.
Well, with that being said, a lot of it's not just about sitting back on eco rounds, but it's also about predicting when they're going to eco. So, I mean, there are some obvious, there are obvious rounds where they will eco, like second round if they haven't planted the first. But especially in the mid game, it's all about the caller predicting the money system or knowing what they've bought, whether they bought full nades or what, and how many rounds they've bought up to make those type of calls to get into our passive position.
And PDG here, great early frag to try and turn that round. Now the terrorists have a bit more added pressure now, being one man down.
So Zerti is back here. We're going to see Fake Dan watching a close line. Pop Boris taken down by Fake Dan. Good shot. That's two down for the terrorist side. They need to get themselves back in a winning position here. 5 rounds down. They're going to lose their second gun round. This puts them on the back foot. They do get cash bonus. They have lost enough rounds to get a little bit of incentive and Centrelink in their back pocket, as does Mon. Here we go. He spends enough time at home. He must get some sort of
benefit.
What is Mizu doing? Can you shoot through that now?
I'm not sure, but
is that some attempt at a fake?
I'm not quite sure what was going on there.
And Gotzeloff misses the shot at the back of takedown by PDG from Newbox. They're doing a backside crossfire, which I think works in their favour.
Like you said, this is Atletico's map though, the Inferno. This is what they play best. They're on the CT side, so they do have the advantage early on in this game. Mizu does get taken low, but does get the frag on Haz. Can PD get the reply? He's on 9 HP. PD, do something, son. Here we go. He's doing work again.
There and delay. That's all he has to do.
He is. He's just delaying. And Fake Dan does get the nade. Catalyst working in by himself and gets taken down by PDG. Good round from him. My food is almost cooked. How exciting is that? Come on. I haven't eaten today.
Neither have I. I might take a break soon.
Oh, what a country. Alright, well, it looks like Atletico have got a fairly clean sweep so far with 6 rounds up, but it is not even halfway through the half. So at the same time, we have to make sure that Avant can try to sneak around him, playing a little aggressive
We're
earlier
going to
on.
see a gun. We're going to see AK push up Nana. Fake Dan does take down one. The terrorist caught out now. They're already on the rotate. They've got 3 at B side already. They're going to be pushing through a smoke, are they? No, they're delayed by that smoke. Good work. They've already got 3 on the rotate. If they go hard mid now, they could catch them out. PDG slowly might make his way back towards A. He's going now. They're going to walk straight back to the 3 at A. Hayes takes down Gott in the smoke. Maybe I don't even know what the terrorists are doing. I don't think they even know. They're sending 2 back up Nana now, and 1 working mid by himself. There's 3 at A, 2 at B. They got the right side to go to. They've dropped the bomb back though, so they're going to have to go back and collect that, and then try and work a pick. The terrorists have now only got 1 at B to deal with. If they can work in and get this pick, they need to do it fast. And they're not doing it. They're not pushing in, and counter-terrorists are now rotating back. There's 2 at B.
Just unfortunate timing, really. But AJK is looking to kill a lurker up here in Diggity, but gets taken down by Chris. And no, they're not sold. They're not sold at all. They still have 2 at B.
Has missing his first shot, but does land a spray on Catalyst. His teammate Boris just sat back and let him die. And he's going to sit behind Car now. He's going to try and work in for some cash, and he dies.
There's some terrible trading going on right now.
Well, you know, I mean, this goes back, you know, to basics. If you're going to send one guy out, regardless if the other guy behind him was Flash, which I imagine he was, you still got to run out, because think about it, the added pressure Haz would have had to face trying to kill 2 enemies at once would have at least landed the first guy a trade. So
by the time he killed 1 as well, the flash might have come undone.
Here we go. We're going to see a bit of aggression nated mid, and they do. They get the takedown on Gotts. It's a pistol only from the terrorists. They're going hard second mid. Haz is onto this. He knows where they're coming cut. There's a flashbang from his teammate. Takes down 1. That's good teamwork. AJK out mid. DevK misses his shot. AJK does pick up the frag. It's a 3 versus 4. DevK taken down. They are on pistols. Catalyst, though, gets another pick on Haz. But PDG and Chris O'Wow go bang, bang. AJK and Boris taken down. Catalyst left to do that dirty work. He's got the bomb, though, and he's in carpets. Fake down now, taking control of Nana. We've got a bit of another standoff here. Catalyst working his way around, only on 30 HP. He's got... Everyone on set counter-terrorist are full HP with a couple rifles and an AWP. He might go for the save here. He might try and win this. We're not sure yet. I don't know if he's sure what he wants to do yet.
All the time left.
So again, we're just going a bit quiet here. You've got Catalyst slowly working through Diggity. They're going to see a bit of a battle here. Chris O'Wow has a good angle on him. He knows he's inside now, Catalyst. And Chris O'Wow seems to be spotting exactly where he is. Looks away at the wrong time, but does look back now and takes down Catalyst. Good round from Atletico, 8-0. Avant really need to start picking up some rounds now, or you could see this being a 15-0, 16-0 type of scenario.
Well, I think the biggest issue at the moment is the fact that they're not playing with the same core players they played last season with. And with the absence of Kraken, it's almost like they have to remodel where the players...
Changes the complete dynamics.
Change setups and dynamics. And this is what Streamline is also going to suffer now with a massive lineup change. So, you know, PDG takes down 1, Fake Dan takes down another, Haz takes down 1, there's 1 at log. The last 2 players are on full HP, but Josh has been completely smoked out and both players have to fall back. We have Chris O'Wow pushing up here in carpet, but they've taken no notice of the fact that it could be second mid yet. So we're just taking a look now how they're going to play this. Chris O'Wow is patiently waiting in second mid, trying to catch out the rotate almost. It seems that
there's only 1 at B. Terrorists start heading up there.
And Avant are just holding, waiting to see if they can hear them move around.
Very spread out, the counter-terrorists.
In the end, it's really going to be whether they can make the first trade doing the entry and if they can get the bomb down almost immediately. So hopefully Chris O'Wow can maintain his position, but Chris O'Wow's decided to fall back to a more passive
I think he's got
spot.
the information in second and he sent it to his team.
But it looks like Fake Dan has to move to the car line. He used 3 HP, and if he doesn't land that first shot, they'll be losing the B bomb site. And there you go. That's wow. The CZ being
power of the CZ.
And here we go. Catalyst moving in, and Haz left in the back of B. He did not know that there was still 1 new box. Really well played. At the same time, very unfortunate for Avant, who lost 3 members in the first 20 seconds of the round. So Avant really now need to be able to mix and match their positioning a lot better early P side.
Yeah, definitely.
They have to kind of realise that Atletico are wasting all their nades at the beginning of the round, meaning they can potentially delay them to a late round, then take...
Here's another rush.
Yeah, exactly. And this is just kind of risk-taking CS, risk for reward. You know they're using all their nades.
Well, at 9-0, it's when you start thinking, well, what if we don't get around here, we're sort of...
That was a really
10-0
great flash by Haz. I don't know if anyone saw that. Very amazing flash. Puts down the molly. He's way too wide, but the molly does take out Grotzelov. And this is the other thing.
Is the individual play.
Yeah, very well played by Avant, who've been able to take the site, but can they hold it? All players are quite low. Crusoe takes down Catalyst. Catalyst really should have fallen back into a more passive spot earlier, and now the nade takes down AJK. And these are just in the world, really
very
well played.
Aggressive.
By
Get that bomb
DevK,
down.
shot him through the side of a wall. I don't know if anyone saw that.
I saw him, his body.
Yeah, it was quite a dirty shot.
Dinner is served 10-0 to the counter terrorist, which is Atletico.
Avant need to get a round as early as possible now rather than leaving it late. Make the most of that money bonus, because as soon as they win that one round, they're not going to have the added cash.
Well, what I've been trying to say is Avant need to sit back, let Atletico use all their nades early game and take a site late game. And I don't think they have the micromanagement skills due to the lineup change to allow
Do you know who is
to
the
play.
caller in their team?
Yeah, Gotzelov would be the caller.
So here we go.
That's
We got
so
Gots working up Nana, taken down by Haz. Great frag. We got DevK now at Diggity trying to work his way around. It's a 4 versus 5 again. We've seen this time after time for Atletico being able to get that first pick and turn around on its head. Fake there gets 2. AJK taken down. Haz trying to flirt with danger here. No scoping through a smoke, but the terrorists have given up on that idea and ran away. They're going up top of mid. PG opened himself up, gets frag. Catalyst
Big
with the
trade,
TK, and that takes his cash as well. Oh wow!
Not a good thing, but you know he did need to get the trade. So sometimes things like that got to be done.
But here we go. DevK onto him and takes him down.
Mizu
taken down.
And this is very unfortunate for Avant now. They are looking at only being
Unless
able
they get
to...
this round, it's going to be a long way back.
Oh, mate, and I honestly think that the game's won already for Atletico. You know, Avant really have no answers. They haven't even tried to develop any type of attempt.
It's very static, isn't it?
how
It's
Atletico
sort of,
is saying.
Let's
It's
go
very,
to one side of the map.
it's a whitewash, but what I think players need to do, or teams like Avant need to do at this point in the game, is reevaluate how Atletico are playing and develop a slow counter so they can beat them late game rather
Well, here we go. We got a bit of action going on here. 1, 2, 3. It's a 1v2 situation now. That round really flipped on its head. PG takes down one. The bomb knows where he is now, and he's legged it on 40 HP. Catalyst going to pick himself up an AK and a smoke. That could be crucial come the end of this round. We're going to see him do a carpets plant. This is a generic plant for no one who knows. This is pretty much a plant you're going to see 90% Inferno games if you take the A site. This gives you coverage from pit, diggity, and carpet, and potentially site. So here we go. We've got PDG and Catalyst coming in a 1v1 situation. Catalyst working his way into carpet.
Peter's assuming that Catalyst is close and playing aggressive based on the plant that we know Catalyst had managed to just get himself into boiler and run the top.
Throwing a great smoke into
now
1v1. He's going to sit it. He sat on the wrong side of the smoke though, I think. No, yes, he does get taken down.
He did sit on the wrong side of the smoke, but the fact is the smoke only got the left. And, you know, PDG played that right at the beginning, you know, thinking Catalyst could walk back to B, so he did nothing wrong. The problem is, if I was Pete, I would have cleared out Banana. I personally would have taken the risk to clear out Banana because I would have kind of made the guess that the guy with the bomb would be running back because he knows the players at B, and I would have just pushed down Banana rather than sit and wait in B. So.
All right. So what we got here is 11-1. Avant finally getting themselves on the scoreboard. With a nice round from Catalyst. AJK working up, gets 1, 2. They don't have the third jet back down. Does pick one up, but he's going to get pushed on. Mizu takes down another. Crusoe left in a 1v4 situation. You're going to see him here try and pre-strap the terrorist cash. He's going to try and get as many picks as possible. Terrorists have one lurking.
Terrorists will need these
just waiting in behind.
Competitive second half.
Well, if you got to look at the money system still for Atletico, it's much more wise now if Crusoe saves that gun. We've got Haz only has $50. You can't even get a decoy, or you can only get a decoy nade with that. You've got Pete who's on $1,150, and you got fake down on $2,550. So really, you know, Crypto should be looking to save the gun just so he can drop for his teammates for the rest of the round. And he does. Oh, get 3. Wow. I think that was worth the kill. He still has
Well, that's 3,000 extra. So.
As a gamer, you know how frustrating it can be when
and take out 4 rounds in a row, which wouldn't be too bad considering Atletico had 11 rounds in a row. So here we go. We've got Gots working up. This is a nice work from the Terrorists to get themselves back into the game. We thought they were going to roll over and die, but here we go. Gots working up with the AWP. PDG getting aggressive with that nade. They do land a double nade on Gots. Gets him down to 63. They haven't smoked it up early. If the Terries get aggressive, they could get in there and catch him off guard. They do land a good flashbang. They're going to work into sight. Maybe now. They haven't dropped a smoke yet, Atletico, which is a bit strange. You might see one now. No, we just see a pop flash. And now you see the smoke come out. Petey's going to play behind that. Can he pick up Pop Forest? Oh, there's another flash coming in over the top. Pop Forest has worked himself into CT.
This is looking good.
Gots here working with the AWP. This could be a good, very nice split onto B. They might know one is gone now. There's one at U-Box. Faked in, takes down Pop Forest. And PDG takes down another one through the smoke. PDG, he's getting a headshot from Gots. Gots gets taken down. PDG, AJK, and gets one. Now it's left in a 1v3 situation. Mizu with the AWP, 76 HP. What can he do? He's working around inside, does pick one, gets one, fake down, taken down. There's going to be one main and one coming Nana. He doesn't know this. One's going to come behind him in coil. There's one sitting. They're going to wait for the plant. They've got one Nana. Mizu working around. He doesn't know that they've one Nana. He's doing the right thing, though. He might catch him off guard here. DevK watching. Mizu does pre-aim that spot. That's an interesting pre-aim. Anyway, working back. He might know that there's one Nana here somehow.
He knows. I think he thinks the other guy has also walked into con, but...
Chris really working around at Nana. He's made enough noise. He's going to get a plant for his troubles and taken down by Chris
Mizu should have been more aware. Honestly, Mizu should have been more aware. I mean, look, in the end, he knows that, Mizu knows he cannot be CT. At the same time, yes, he could have been con, but I would have just taken the dead risk and tried to hunt him in Nana.
Well, he's not likely going to be in con with the way that DevK was.
When he looked around that corner, he actually looked high. He didn't actually. He expected him to be on top of that crate there, which I thought was interesting.
Yep, I know, I agree. I think the more interesting concept right there was the fact that Crystal was much more patient. So instead of peeking Mizu right after Mizu was making noise, Crystal waited for the plant. So that was great work from Chris.
Here we go. Mizu just didn't clutch that round. Atletico 12 rounds, 2 events, 2, and Atletico get the first frag, fake down, like he has done all game. Getting the first frag, he's 18 for 6, he's on fire. AJK working up here at jungle, trying to work, gets flashed by DevK, does peek, AJK takes him down with a nice headshot there. Terrorists now got advantage, they've got the bomb going towards B side, and the Terrorist CTs are going towards A. They're going to rotate off.
This is a make or break.
Counter-terrorists now working back. They really need this round. Event really need this round. And AJK taken down by Fake Dan. Can he get himself to 22 more frags? Crusoe does take down one. He's playing behind the truck. He's using it as a bit of a barricade. There's a bit of gunfire. Fake Dan does get his 20. Gets the 20th frag. Catalyst does take down 1v3 situation. Petey's going to come in from behind and say, thank you very much. That's 13 rounds for Atletico.
Fake Dan.
As a gamer, you know how frustrating it can be when
I mentioned that at the beginning of the game. Watch Fake Down with the always on CT Inferno if you're watching Atletico. He single-handedly controls the map. Exactly, yeah. He single-handedly controls the map. I thought it right at the beginning.
It's as though he's playing on us too.
Popsky 1 has won the raffle for the Crimson Desert Eagle. So, congratulations. What you got to do is, as long as you're following the stream, you will get that. Otherwise, it will be redrawn. Just leave your Steam name in Twitch chat, and we will give that to you on Wednesday. So on this pistol round, we're going to see the Terrorists have already lost one in Chris O'Way. Back down, working his way into CT. Catalyst completely blind, gets taken down by Fake Dan, on fire. And they've got Mizu, who's trying to get through smoke. He did seem to be aiming on his head, but just over it has taken down now by Mizu through the smoke. PDG waiting at car, what can he do? He does. AJK caught with his pants down, trying to come in the corner. PDG does get out of there. There's 2 rushing him. Nana. Can he get one? He does. He gets one. He gets 2. PDG switching it on. And here we go. Mizu does take down 1. He's going to sit the bomb. DevK now, oh, comes an instant ping by Boris in a bit of a battle. And DevK now knows he's off the bomb. He doesn't have kill. DevK.
DevK, mate.
And he's in the game now. He wakes up.
Yeah,
And bang, 14 rounds. That's a pistol for the terrorists. You could expect the next 2 going to them, which is going to lead to a 16 to Abomination. And we're going to be going to a third map by the looks of it, boys. I'm not sure what the third map is. Sorry, guys. But it is going to be a good one.
Oh, it is an abomination, that's for sure.
And here we go. Chris O'Wow now throws grenades up mid. They see one go straight into Boiler. What's he going to try and do? AJK getting aggressive on second mid. Hazard's going to spot him. AJK, nice headshot. Pushing T-Carpets. We're going to see Catalyst here. Caught with his Zeta. Fake down. Pushing in strong, hard. Catalyst now caught. They've got a bit of a crossfire going on. Fake down. Taken down by Catalyst. Chris O'Wow takes down one. Mizu tagged the 40 HP at the back of side. What can he pull off here? He's got the 5-7. Dan lands a double bing onto DevK, but takes him down 3v3 situation. One from Nana, 2 coming through CT, 1 going through COD. And Boris laid a big headshot on Chriso. 22 HP on DevK, who's waiting. It gets taken down by God. Some large pistol headshots letting it. Petey, what can he do? Take it down.
No, this isn't good. This is not good for Atletico. Atletico need to make sure that they maintain that round to guarantee them and shield them the win. But, you know, I think it was the immediate rush. They did not take that round slow enough. They thought, we got this round in the bag. And, you know, this could be detrimental now that Avant have been able to pick a few guns from Atletico and could possibly snowball from this point onwards.
Well, good round and good shooting from Avant there. Turn the round on its head. Really open up the round AJK. With that CZ headshot was massive. And here we go. We're going to see a pistol out of the terror side. Mizu with the Clarion does pick up one, but Chriso does get a trade, and it looks like they're probably going to bust hard B. There's one back in con, falling back. And the rotate is now on from the counter. Terrorists have left 1 at 8. They need to go fast, Atletico. If they're going to go back to A, they haven't, and it's going to be a 2-2 split. Looks like they probably could go back towards B here now. 2 working up top of mid. Bomb, which is a low HP, which surprises me, is working with his teammate at Nana. So it looks like they're going to try and sell a bit of a fake here and then bust on B. God's posted up here. Here comes the fake from the terrorist side. They're trying to work their way through jungle. There is a rotate from Boris. This is sort of what they wanted. Now they're going to be busting archway with Boris is posted up. Misses his first initial shot. He's going to throw a flashbang out. We have flicked across to PDG now, though, while there's a little battle going on in CT. But takes down Boris after he gets one. Catalyst needs to get a reply. He gets big and takes down one. Takes down 2. Can he get the third? No. Takes him down 2 versus 1 situation. He knows one's coming from CT at least. He's got to rush and get the bomb. 9 seconds to go. Can he get it, and can he get it down? He gets the bomb. 5 seconds. And AJK, nice headshot from long range with the Clarion.
Either way, very well played by Atletico. They got rid of 3 guns, and that has affected the money of Avant severely. A few of them are on 3.3k, so they will have to drop each other guns. But now Atletico have the money for smokes, flashes, and hopefully they have a nice strat up their sleeve, because it could definitely be very useful at this point in the game, seeing as how they only need to win 1 more round to be on match point.
So we see here PDG now back onto Mizu. The man with the dodgy AWP shots. Gott's just sitting underneath a balcony here. Does come a flash from his teammate.
We can see Avant definitely looking to maintain a passive hold. Catalyst is not taking any peeks at Nana.
Here we go. We're going to see a few smoke stream in and a few flashes by the looks of it. They're going to try and take D to your jungle. There's another pop flash from Boris. What can he pull off? Nothing as yet. It's just a bit of a fake, to be honest. PDG works in, does score one, and he takes him low. It takes him down.
Oh, no, Got.
Maybe he timed out. I'm not sure, but that looked...
No, Got was out. He didn't time out.
And Boris does take down PDG. Takes a lot of damage for his trouble. We got AJK playing him from inside pit with his teammate. Mizu does take down one. Hasn't Chriso get instant replies. Mizu, what are you going to do?
Mizu
He's hiding
back with
behind
me,
the
bro.
back box. He's hiding with his tails between his legs. It's a 2v2, but it's a 2v1 on this side. Fake down. Can he pick up Mizu? No, Mizu gets the first frag. And Mizu, can he get the next frag? Chriso working into sight. There's a rotate from CT coming very fast. He needs to get this frag. Chriso does get the frag. Turns around. Can he land a shot on AJK? AJK.
Well
Try
played
another
by AJK.
shot from CT. He closes out the round again for his team. 14-5.
this
And
is
we have
becoming-
Cinnapause.
And the late game is becoming...
I was right. He has timed out.
Oh, I thought it was crap. It is very interesting though that we can see that Avant and Atletico are now taking it to late rounds. So it is like 2v2s or 1v1s, and there is only like less than 20 or less than 25 seconds on the clock for both teams to make a play. So it just, goes to show that this game still has its longevity left in it. Instead of just being a whitewash as we saw early game where Atletico were up 11-0. So definitely going to become a much more interesting half. But now that Gotzelov has timed out, it's going to be a bit, oh, no, he's back. And it hasn't really, and hopefully it doesn't affect them anymore, because that round single-handedly could have costed them the whole game had Avant not won at the end. So they are waiting till the pause stops, and I think they're just making sure that Gotzelov is ready to play. So Avant said they're ready, and Got said he's ready, so it looks like we'll be seeing another round now, but Atletico are on eco, and it's not really looking that well for Atletico. They haven't exactly got the money they want to, so Atletico really need to try and get as many frags as they possibly can on this round, mainly because it will help them individually each have money if they don't get the bomb down. Otherwise, getting the bomb down would be paramount for them to buy the next round, but it's going to be difficult because Atletico really have to do something this round to make sure they have guns and an AWP for fake down.
All right, here we go. We're going into it now. It has gone unpaused, and we're going well into the round. They're on pistols. The Atletico side, they look like they're just going to be working towards try and get like a fast split. The counter-terrorists have got already aggressive on Nana and look like they're trying to work down very aggressively. They could get caught out from behind here. Fake Dan has PDG and Chris Wow. What can they do at top of mid here? Push in, Bot Boris take down 1, 2. AJK takes down his third. And
AJK doing really well. Very good backup from AJK to honk there. More importantly, it was just Atletico taking that round way too fast. And, at this point in the game, you cannot take rounds as fast as that. You have to try and figure out how they're playing. You have to take each round as they come. And that's the difference between teams that can bounce back and teams that just...
Well, it's getting hot in here now, ladies and gentlemen. We got 6-14, and can Avant claw their way back, or can Atletico close it out? Atletico just do a split and pick.
I'm gonna grab some food. Hold on.
Chris O'Well just gonna be nading out Boiler here. That's a nice nade if someone is in there, but unfortunately for him, there is no one in there. PDG. Just playing a bit of fun and games with his knife out there. The nice looking, I think it's a Crimson Web, not sure. You got Gots here working with his teammate at jungle. They've got a 2 jungle stack with 1 in pit by the looks of it. It is going to be a hit. So we're going to see a few work up mid here. The bomb included. They're going towards jungle. They're going towards the stack. Gots gets 1. Can he get a second with a shotgun? He does get a second. Gets taken down by Petey. But Petey gets also a reply onto Bot Boris. And they've got a bit of a fake here at Nana. And he's holding him there. He's holding him there. There's 2 versus 1 at A. They know there's 1 pit now. Catalyst, he's stuck here on the B site. Now there's going to be a double rotate from the CTs. PDG, can he pick up one? He does. He gets his 3rd frag for the round. Mizu taken down. There is one coming. Jungle Petey. And he does, he gets his 4th. This could be a TD, and Fake Dan steals it, but PDG taking the round. 20 for 13. He's obviously heard inertia and said, you know what, buddy? Cop it. I'm going to frag.
Now from the bottom to the top.
Here we go, 15-6, Avant, Atletico. This is a 2nd map, and it will be going to a 3rd map if Atletico can close this game out. It is 6:15. We're going to see a force buy come out of the CDs here. You've got a 5-7 and an M4 silence with a M4A4. And Boris has a dig. Terrace here, slowly working towards the B site. Looks like a bit of smokes and flashes coming in with a well-timed molly from Mizu. Peeks out and gets an instant headshot. This guy is insane. He's got some good pre-fires. Yes, Has working around, trying to work his way into sight. Gots on the rotate. It's a 4 versus 5. They know where everyone's going, and that's 1, 2. Taking out at Petey, and Has get a couple replies. It's now a 2 versus 3. Has, Petey, what can they do? AJK takes down Has. Petey, you're going to get done from behind, buddy. See you later. Bot Boris cleans him up through the box with the deagle, gets himself an AK-47, and says thank you very much. We're going to go through the scoreboard here. Bot Boris, 16 for 19 for Avant. He is their slut for today, or Trialer, one of the two. And you got Catalyst, 14 frags. AJK, 16 frags. He's done his bit. Mizu, 13 frags. Done some dodgy stuff. Gots, not pulling his weight at the moment, 7-19. He's usually is a good AWPer, so maybe just getting outdone by Fake Dan, who's on 23 frags. PDG on 21. Has on 20. Chris O'Wow, 18. And Dev K on 12. Looks like it's going to be a bit of an A hit here with the pistols out. Catalyst gets his first one. AJK gets number 2, gets number 3. And Catalyst cleans up the 4th. It's 2 for Catalyst, 2 for AJK. And Petey trying to wrap jungle here. Boris too far onto him and he heard him coming and takes him out. PDG, 8-15. You know, it's slowly closing in. It took him a while to get that one round, but can they close it out? They're going to have to pistol one more time if they're going to have money to try and push this counter-terrorist to the max. They're going to have good cash, the event, if they win this round nice and easy. And here we go. This is what we're going to see. Gots, he's got the AWP. He needs to step up. He needs to do something for his team now. Terrorist looks like they're just going to run straight up mid and let's get it on. We got one Diggity, one jungle. We're on Catalyst here. He peeks out, takes down 1, 2, 3. Catalyst going to get his 4th. No, Fake Dan takes him out, but that's 4 down and it's all left up to Fake Dan. Gets to the bomb and gets out of there. He's in Boiler trying to run away. Oh, he knows there's one comes. AJK is onto him and takes him down with a CZ. Nice round from Avant. Takes him out. Only the 1 death.
Gotslar struggling to make an impact on this map.
Thanks, TV. Yes, no, but he's someone who can step up and get frags for them, but they badly need it. And if I was on them, I'd work towards the B site. He's been letting them through, letting his AWP down. So PDG here just playing a bit of a spam at the end of cup. AJK flirting with danger, has a little bit of a crouch and drops a nade. Won't do much to Chris O'Wow. God's playing very risky with an AWP very close to a smoke. Came up, get pop flashed and pushed on. PDG got himself in a carpet and clearing out Gay Room. He's going to be working himself down into Boiler. Gots now watching Nana. Fake Dan with this AWP post up. There's a smoke dropped in front of him. Cops a nade. There is one low at Diggity. Catalyst getting taken down fairly low. 5 HP. Oh, picks up a shot through the wall there and falls back. PDG, whatever, online CSS. Bot Forest holding the line, does pick up 1, 2. AJK picks up the 3rd. Fake Dan taken down by Mizu, and it is 10-15. A bit of a choo-choo train back here by Avant to try and take down Atletico. Avant picked up overpass the first map quite easy, and it looked like Atletico was going to walk away with this map probably 16-2 or something like that, and is struggling to get this 16th round under their belt. There is overtime, and it is a best of 3, so this is a second map. We do have one more map if Atletico win. Avant Gots peeking down Nana now. Looks like, though, it is going to be a push up mid. Chriso, wow, they've got the pistols out. Again, Bob Morris kid Thompson into the big Chriso. Gets a trade onto him. Oh, that's 2 down. That's dirty. That's Diggity and Jungle. They can split straight onto A now. And he's got to have a big round AJK in pit. What can he pull out? They're jumping to pit. AJK picks up the first one, still a 95. Picks up the second one on Has, that's massive. Picks up a third and gets taken down by Petey. AJK done his job, taking him down. Petey might cop a nade on the head here. That'll take him out. Petey does get taken down. 1 versus 2. Chris O'Well fixes his first shot. Mizu takes him down. AJK spins around and puts it on its head. Avant win the round somehow and get away with that by the skin of their teeth. Mizu and
Yeah,
Gots.
I just put chicken in the freaking griddler. Now I'm going to grill some chicken, and then we're going to get into some potatoes and broccoli. How are you all?
Mine was healthy out. Mine included tomato
I
sauce.
got broccoli, ha ha ha.
Alright, here we go. A good closing out round there by Avant to just hang on by the skin of their teeth. And it is 11:15 and a bit of server lag. I thought we'd timed out and it's still server lag. Hopefully the players aren't getting that. Gots slowly trying to spot the line. Does pick up an orb shot on a PDG. Trying to work in. Gots, can he turn it around now? He does get smoked out. He's giving him the advantage to pull back and leave the round in their hands. 9 frags for him now. He's stepped up a little bit. Got a couple frags since I've given him the boot. And it looks like it could be a B set up. They're going to try and, I think there's going to be a smoke on the side, and they'll try and get a plant in it and just ninja. So here they come. Here come the smoke. Gots with the AWP playing behind it. Has what bashing through a smoke. Does take down Gots. And with his flashbang out, Has going towards Tree and going to wrap Con. They've got the smokes up. There is one in first
one
half.
box, but Big gets the freaking planter. That's not good.
And takes him down.
Has gets taken out. Has takes out me.
So 3 versus 3, they do have smokes up. Has nicely timed Molotov. There's 2 coming, Nana and Boris all by his lones himself coming through the CT way. And Chris O'Wax picks up one and taken down by AJK. So here we go. They haven't planted the bomb. So this is, oh no, and he's Molotov's his teammate here. Oh, almost has. So this is going to chew up a bit of time for the counter-terrorist. For the terrorist, sorry, to try and get this plant down. They're trying to work a pick. He's going to be able to push up Pop Boris and get this planter, I think. He is. He doesn't get him. AJK takes him down. Nonetheless, Has 1 versus 2.
Alive.
What's he going to do? Pop Boris going to wrap around through coil. Has got the AWP. We're going to flick to him. Here he is. He's trying to pick himself up. An M4 does get it. AJK. He takes a few shot fires. There's a smoke up. Boris is going to come through. AJK taken down by Has. He doesn't land his pistol shots. Boris needs to land it now. Takes him 2 versus 1.
Nice work by Harris. Krajnik there. He just single-handedly wins him the round, but...
And we're going to see a third map now, ladies and gentlemen. Woo.
Good on that. Good on that game, mate. That game made this whole competition more interesting. I wonder what the third map's going to be.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. We actually don't know. It was great. It was a good game. Like, what was your thoughts on the game? My thought on the game was, you know, Atletico had a too strong a CT side. They just were too strong and Avant allowed them too many rounds, and that gave them a bit of cushion. You know, Avant looked like they were getting back into the game, but all in all, they just gave him too much leeway, and Atletico were allowed to pick off a few rounds and win himself the game. It's much easier T-side if you've only got to get minimal rounds. You know, pistol round, which they did seem to get, and then, you know, got himself a few rounds. But we're on season here, so if you haven't practiced this map, if one team's practiced it and the other team hasn't, I'm telling you now, it will be GG.
Well, here's what I was about to say. So, what's it called? Atletico, like I said, like you mentioned, did have a good CT side, but it was more so Avant not having the same setup and the same strategies they would if they had their core 5, which didn't allow Avant to capitalize and use their smokes and flashes appropriately for site takes. The other thing was Avant played really well towards the end. So at the end, they did manage to get 2 rounds, but it was just too late in the game for them to get enough. Had Avant, I guess, countered Atletico in earlier on in the game, by mid-game, we would have seen a different result, because by that CT side for Avant, they'd managed to hold off for quite a while, getting 10 or 11 rounds. So hopefully we can see another close match, and whoever it goes to, it'd be very interesting.
It will indeed. So we've still got finals after this to come, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the semi so far. We've got Atletico vs Avant here, and we're going to season for the third map. First map went to Avant, and they took out Overpass, which is one of the new maps that we introduced, and obviously they've opted to play both of them, which is very impressive. I actually like to see that they want to learn the new maps, and hopefully that some of these new maps are implemented into the next CG season, and we'll see, you know, other teams floating around and having to practice these maps and learn them like we've seen in, you know, what we'll suppose see in DreamHack in a couple of weeks, and playing Overpass and playing maps like that, and even hopefully Cobble. We didn't include Cobble today because we didn't want a too large a map pool, and we thought, you know, the brand new season comes out, we want to, you know, we'll have a look how that goes, and, you know, give the community an idea on what they like and whether they'd rather Cobble, whether they'd rather season. You know, I know for a fact that, you know, CG and a lot of the other people are, you know, they're working on what maps they're going to be putting into their season and whatnot, so it'll be good to see. We personally got romped on Season 2. We just had no strats, we had no nothing. That was due to our fault not being able to play in the last month virtually, so we were a bit out of sorts, and playing with Shadsky, who's just making his way back to the scene, made it a little bit harder for us, but nonetheless, we should have probably taken out Mirage.
It probably doesn't help though that we hadn't been playing for about a month with 3 exams and same as Arn.
Yeah, so it did make it a bit hard, but you know, this map obviously Testudo were pracked up on. They were happy to play it, and they absolutely romped us on it. So props to them for playing really well on it. By the way, there will be more raffles given away, and it is quarterfinals. I'm a moron. Love heart. Sorry. But yeah, there will be more giveaways soon. Nonetheless, make sure you stick around, get all your friends here to get the chance to win Orp Asimov. That will be given away in the grand final. Hopefully I'll lose my voice by then. If you haven't realised, I assume that this is like every horse race, so I cast it as if we're running this final straight. Just in a few restarts here. Now, Inertia is not here. Do you want to go play Dota, DB? Just leave this stream.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go play some Rubik, I reckon. Of course, we're staying here on the stream. This is a Trident 2014 spring competition brought to you by PES, WTFast, and Gunnar Optics. Thank you very much to PES. They've gave us all the servers. Unfortunately, early on this morning wasn't updated, so we had to play on our own servers, but they definitely have helped us out over the last 2 weeks, which has been amazing, and we want to thank them very much so. Also like to say, DB's not very good at this, yeah.
I would say something, but I'm trying to eat some food, so just bear with me.
Alright, is it those donut Snapchats that you sent me last night?
No, the dozen of Krispy Kreme's already gone.
So we're just waiting for the game to start here. Looks like Havana ready. We're just waiting on Atletico. We're seeing the third map on season. This is the quarterfinals. Up next will be the semis. Well, so far we've got Inertia grilling some chicken and DB mowing on some food with myself, just patrolling around, doing shite haul. I'm just going to have a look at some of the other results so far. So we've got Aftershock already beating Nice 2-0. Fallen and Testudo are playing each other, with Climax and 96 Gaming playing each other for the semi-final playoff that goes into the grand final. You will be with us all the way today. Myself, DB, and Inertia for the rest of this map. Not gonna lie, I'm really craving to go play some Dota. Anyone else want to cast? Anyone in Twitch want to come cast?
I think you're locked in for the day, mate. You can't actually get out.
I'm stuck. That's alright. It's good to be here. Casting for you wonderful people.
Bring back Richie.
What's that?
Bring back Richie.
No, keep Zerts. Zert's the new Australian caster. PDG, you got the slip after a shitter Zubu, mate. I'm in the seat now.
Is that Jakey fucking on that stream?
Yes, it would be.
So what are we waiting for? Who?
Wait, what's this? There's a bit of chat going on.
Petey's not in.
He's making a reference about Mizu not going to LAN or doing anything at LAN. Yet being amazing online. And we are waiting on PDG to join back up. Maybe he's just listening to the stream, having such a good time with us talking about nothing at the moment. What's your thoughts on the first two maps, DB?
First map, pretty one-sided. Avant came out pretty strong out of the blocks. Scott's like, probably was a reason behind that. The second map, he sort of struggled to make an impact. And I think he's also the in-game leader, isn't he?
From what I know, yes. It's him or
I think
AJK.
that could have something to do with it. I find when in-game leaders aren't really fragging themselves, they can get into a rut. And rather than focusing purely on changing things up, they focus more so on being able to shoot people.
It's been forced knife here, 4 vs 5.
No Petey.
Where is the Pete? Peter Pan.
I'm tipping Avant for this map, to be honest.
Possibly. I'll have to wait and see. I honestly don't know.
I don't feel like Atletico would have played much of this map, personally, other than maybe. Well, it's not really played that much in Pug.
Oh, here we go. Atletico actually open up the round with the first knife. And a reply from AJK. There's a 4 vs 5 knife, obviously been forced on them. And Crusoe picks up one, and Event. Too strong.
Surely they're not playing with 4.
It'd be sad to see. Oh, here we go. No. Here we don't go. Yes, here we go. PDG has joined up finally. And we're going to be seeing this third map of the quarterfinal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Avant vs Atletico on season. This is a brand new map again from that TRIDENT are bringing to you in a competition sense. This is, I'm pretty sure, the first competition that has ran Overpass and season in Australia. So you're seeing the first
Pioneers.
What?
Pioneers. Here at TRIDENT.
It's paused up at the moment. People sorting out what they want to buy. And we're going to knife again. It seems. So it's a bit more even. Maybe not. And here we go, it's going live now. And we're going to see the terrorist side. They're sending the bomb towards A, 2 towards B, and... Sorry, 3 towards A now and 2 towards B. 2 going straight into vent from the terrorist side. Gots working his way down dungeon, underpass, as it is known. There's 2 walked out vent. Mizu cops a bing straight up. Dev K working out. Fake Dan now working around underpass. They're walking up the stairs. Gots has got the line there, but does get taken down by Fake Dan. Big headshot. PDG now going to rush into side. Catalyst knows where they're coming from, but PDG with that CZ takes him down. And Bot Boris is left on the rotate with his teammates AJK and Bot Boris. They do get a headshot into Chriso, but it could be a little too late at the moment. It's a 2v4 situation now. What can the counter-terrorists pull out of this? I don't think much. AJK works around, but does get taken down by a nice shot by DevK. Bot Boris, he's going to do his best, but it is going to be too little and too late. Gets binked by DevK with that burst fire, and he's going to be left to get taken down by Fake Dan. Fake Dan gets a couple of frags with DevK 1, Chriso 1, PDG 1, and Bot Boris only being able to pick up that 1 frag for the counter-terrorist. So Athletico already putting one to the back foot.
Oh, mate, I'm back. We're back on the pistol round. Sorry, I'm just eating my food.
That's alright, mates. You eat that food, and I will cast my little heart out. So here we go. It looks like the terrorists are opting for pretty much a hard A with 1 mid. They've got 3 in mid, the counter-terrorists. They have left A open. This could be a great rush if they push it hard. Gots with the scout, watching mid. Fake down. Looks like he's a money man with the pistol, just watching close mid. And the decoy Catalyst peeks around and does get taken down to 30 HP and does not even connect on Fake Down. Fake Down just needs to hit one more shot on him. A is clear. They're going to work up and they should be able to get in scot-free. And Mizu does take another big. He's big 2 here, Fake Down, doing his job on the money man. And he's on 25, but he's put 2 below 40 HP. 1 on 20, 1 on 36. So now we've got the bomb down at A. Fake Down still lurking at mid. Mizu trying to work up and gets taken by down. Taken down by Fake Dan. Big headshot. Now Gots working around with his scout here. I'd probably try and save this. You got 1 player very low. You've got your scout. You haven't got a kit. And Fake Dan taking down 1. He's falling off, and there we go. Loses his scout, loses his cash, and Bot Boris working around with his CZ, and wow, that's a nice headshot, but then gets taken down by Chriso. Oh, wow, with the P250. 2-0 so far, Athletico to Avant. So we sort of seen this, a good early start from Athletico last map on Inferno, and then it just all went to water for a while there, and then they were able to capitalise with the amount of rounds they got on the CT side. So let's see if they can start as clean as they did last time, but he cops an instant big Fake Down, and cop that, pal. You're put to 47 HP in mid. They've done a little boost here in B. AJK looks like he's going to get on the aggress and slowly work around now. And DevK working his way in short into side, does spot Gots and takes him down. DevK, nice headshot. Bit of a spray there. They know there's one coming behind him at short. Mizu does sprays a couple of bullets, but Fake Dan does take him out. This looks like it's going to be an easy walk-through around from Athletico. AJK is coming behind. Chriso seems to be on it. AJK missing all his shots. Chriso, bit of a gun battle now. He's getting caught out in mid. There's 3 in mid. Chriso does take down 1. There's another one in mid. Chriso takes down 2. Well, click 2 more. Oh, it doesn't land the headshot. Bot Boris does take him down. Bot Boris got 15 HP on Fake Dan. There's a bit of a gun battle. He's stuck at stairs. Bot Boris taking him on. PDG going to be working upstairs, and he'll probably take him out now. Bot Boris working back, and he could try and hide here. He's going to pick up PDG too, if he can hit his shots, which he doesn't. And Bot Boris gets taken down by PDG with a Mac 10. How is your food inertia, and what is your thoughts?
Well, it is still early game, and at the same time, my food is really good. Athletico have got a lot of money. Fake Down's on 9k, meaning he'll be utilising the AWP a fair bit from what we can see, providing they manage to continue on getting around. One thing I'm more interested in is how Avant are going to set themselves up to get mid control and take out Fake Dan, who will definitely be looking to get some map control with the AWP and get a few early picks.
Well, here come push, come to shove. This is the buy round. This is where it all happens. You see a bit of aggression coming out B, but that's a headshot.
through a wall, through some smoke, has, woohoo, see you later. AJK puts himself up behind the smoke. Faked in, made it out here. Oh, nice trade from PDG. Doesn't let his teammate fall. Gots and is a lonesome soldier at A, and he's having to rotate to B. They've sent 3B, but the terrorists are rotating all the way back to A. This is nice work. This is a nice rotate. This is a fantastic fake. Gots made his way all the way to B, but it's all in vain because they're heading straight back to A, and they're going to run in there faster than Usain Bolt, you'd think. Here we go. You've got one baiting out at B. He's going to try and get some frags as well. Here we go. Gots and DevK trying to work a pick here. DevK, can he get a pick? DevK does.